Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Trying to fix my camera and mic as I was doing some audios. All right, let's do this thing.
Around the rosy, I get full of posy ashes, ashes. We all fall down.
Well, hello, partners. Yep, Shift Kicker didn't make it. She's off in La La Land having those nap time nightmares. So, dedicating the stream to her. So, don't know if anybody's watching or not, but hey, more power to you. You're doing whatever. I know I'm a little early on this one, but yeah. Well, what? I forgot to do that. I forgot to. Did I? No, I pinned it. All right. I'm waiting for YouTube to catch up because there's lag. So, remember that CME we had about a week or two ago? Guess what? It came back around and it's gonna hit us again. So be ready. Sunburns, power disruptions, yeah, everything like normal. Because we're not learning from the past. And I could already tell it's affecting us because, my weather streams, yeah. So I guess there was a shark attack in South Bernardino in California. Surfer's okay. The shark tried to take a bite out of his surfboard though. Didn't completely do it, but it put his teeth into it. So, and high wind warnings throughout the state of Texas, especially North Texas. It's already toppled over quite a few trees and all that. And I think it's because the ground is so soaked from all the rain we've been getting. But yeah, please be weather aware of the places that you're at because Mother Nature's throwing earth and air, wind, you know. Let's see. Yeah, they're recalling more bottles of water. So check the recalls. It's all those things I reported on a couple of days ago. Let's see. Well, yeah. That Earth's Rare Moon pinned up there. We only need 5 more. 5 more people to get her up to 100. That'd be awesome. Okay, well, I'll keep pinning her this week till we get to 100, and I'll be able to put another channel up there afterwards. And if you're one of those channels that has under 100, email me. I'll put my email up in a second. And in case you don't have it, it's going to be the same one as, where is it? Just got to go normal boost. You'll be able to see it. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of like out of it. Hey, Mike B, how you doing? I was ready to take a nap. And I was like, nope, got to get up. So I got to start moving. I guess I found my glasses finally, at least. Sorry, let's put my email in there. Okay. So yeah, if you got 100 or less subscribers who would like me to throw you up there, try to get you more subscribers, go ahead and email me at trustinggodfirst@myyahoo.com. Let me know what your channel name is, and you can put your link in the email, make it a whole lot quicker. I can copy it, start putting it on my streams. So we'll get you up to 100. Once you reach 100, we'll put you on the wheel to win, or however else. And then once we've got all the required number of channels, got them up to 100, we'll do a giveaway. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, but I got over 100. I can't do it. Well, this is where you help the little channels out, get them to grow a little bit. You can be the steroid that boosts their channel. All right, and then I don't know, do the 100 first, get them motivated, create more, and get more of that entertainment out there, and then let's see, then we'll start doing the ones for 500. So hey, chillin' grillin', lurking, Mike B, welcome back. Yeah, there's a lot of people. I think it's because they're trying to make lunch. They decided to take a nap like shift. Who know? They all might be in the one big giant king size bed with shift, and they're all having nightmares cuddling. So yeah, looking for the thunder buddies in some spots because there's some storms out there too. So be weather wise. And I think let's see, Ghost Doctor Farmer and probably Beach Charmer are both gardening naked. So yeah. So, I'm just ready for this stream to go around because there's something in there. Yeah, there. No, stop. I already did the storm one. PastChronicle.com still has their Mouth to Hell article about the cracks that's opened up and swallowing the land. And they titled it Mouth to Hell. So, past, not the future, not now, but the past, Chronicle, commonspelling.com. Yeah, check it out for yourself. Get some information, be weather aware. And it's not climate change either, so yeah. This has been going on since the 60s, so yeah. But they'll find some way to go ahead and probably blame climate change, and it's your fault, my fault, because we breathe. Okay, Medical Express, a study finds some people have a uniquely human gene that enhances immune function. Some of you have superpower genes. Your immune system is super powerful. That might explain Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. And let's see. Yeah, very well. Health is still talk about the bottled water is full of tiny plastics. That's why you empty those water bottles, you boil it, use a coffee filter and a coffee pot, just pour the water in the coffee filter and let it drip down. It's a clean coffee carfere, and then after you boiled it, of course, and then you throw it to the filter, and then yeah, guess what? Then you can pour it all into a nice cool container and put it in your refrigerator unless you like it room temperature. And then guess what? It's safer to drink without the plastics in it because the filter, boiling it in the filter will take all that stuff out. And there's still hundreds of thousands without power in Texas thanks to the destructive winds of this warning and so on. And it's still going. Haven't gotten the rain yet, but we have the high winds here. It is still cloudy, dark, wanting to, threaten, but what the hell? We're waiting. And viral chatters basically reporting that cannabis poisonings in older adults have tripled. The study they're finding. So, what kind of cannabis are they using? Because I don't know. know. Maybe they're not doing it right. They're not following the directions to make their brownies and cookies and stuff. You know, it's not. It's not saying it's people are smoking it. They're saying that cannabis poisoning. So, are they growing their own and putting insecticides to keep the bugs away? And they're basically just, ingesting right. So, Daily Beast is reporting about the latest rancher and his 34 cattle that became the latest victims in the deadly weekend weather. So, yeah, that has to do with the tornadoes we had. I believe it was Valley View, Texas, the one where the rancher was at. So, don't quote me on it, but I believe that's the one that was because I know they had quite a few ranches up there. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, the tornado I drove through had come down. Well, it started, then it came down, and then crossed the highway, and then went back up, and then 50 miles away, it landed and hit Valley View. Yeah, that sucker traveled after being on the ground for several miles. Went back up in the air and then traveled to Valley View and then dropped back down and did more destruction. So I was watching some of the old clips where they had the storm chasers on one of them, and yeah, they're just showing the windshield. You can hardly see anything out there. It's like, hey, that looks like my vehicle, but it wasn't because I had to keep both hands on the wheel. The wind was so bad. So I'm glad that's over with. Hey, Tommy Guns Trading, good to see you. Yeah, prayers for Texas and Oklahoma and all the others throughout the states because there's a lot of people getting it. Welcome back, Lady D. I think Lady D went and had a reverse coffee break and took a nap. But, so, Tommy Guns, what time you going on today? I know it's Tuesday, and I know you go on Tuesdays, so I just don't remember the time. Is it 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock? And is MLZ going to be with you? That's another person if you're not sub to them, if you like trading cards. And 2 o'clock Pacific. So, yeah, now you're, let's see, 2 hours ahead. So it's at 12 o'clock. Okay, I've already been done streaming by 2 o'clock. Oh, no, wait, that's going to be 4 o'clock Central. Okay. 4 o'clock Central, 5 Eastern, or 2 o'clock Pacific. Ah. Yep, I know that one. I buy the big old bags of the beans and then I grind them down, put them in a little container, and then put the rest back in the bag. And I only grind so much, so I don't use it all. And I switch the coffee up. I haven't had pecan today. I did have it on Saturday, right before I went to my son's wedding. I think that probably would save me driving through that tornado. Alrighty. And if you haven't seen it, Tommy Guns is gonna MLZB and LZB is gonna be there. And they're gonna cover more about the Wounded Warrior Project fundraiser and talk about wrestling again. Hey Angela, Silver Selling Machine, how you doing? Yeah. Well, reading an article today and about those centurions and why they live so long and all that. They drink herbal tea on a daily basis, not a lot, but a couple cups. Hey Josh, hope you're doing good, brother. All the family. I know you've had weather like we have down here. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, they take naps, and they say it's not the longevity of the naps, is like or of the sleep that they get. That's why the older they get, the more naps they take. So they get quality sleep when they're napping or sleeping versus the length of it. So naps are good when you get older. So no wonder I enjoy naps so well. Well, I used to take naps when I was younger. I remember in kindergarten, I would not take a nap. or it wasn't in kindergarten. It was daycare before kindergarten. I wait for the teachers to go because they'd only put like one or two teachers left, and the rest would take off to go to lunch or whatever. When they put us down for naps, and then I'd sneak out the window with some other kids, and we'd go play on the playground. I had to try to stay quiet. A couple of times we got busted. Most of the time we were able to sneak out and then sneak back in when it was time. When we started hearing the car doors close in the parking lot in front of the school, we started sneaking back in and pretending we napped the whole time. Oh yeah, I agree with you, Mike. Black pepper is good. I usually use black pepper and turmeric more than I do salt. All right, Tommy, you have a good time off or time at work, and we will see you. And let's see. All I know tonight, I'm trying to think. It's Tuesday. I don't know if I'm on ZB or Cash Money. I can't remember which one is doing the stream tonight and at what time. No idea. Probably 8 o'clock. But I know Grow Big TV is doing one at 7 o'clock Central. Yeah, he's finally going to make it. Everybody was pushing that he was going to do one on Sunday, and then the video came out that he wasn't going to do it. But yeah, he's doing it tonight. I don't know who's interviewing, but he'll be there, and it'll be a blast. So, really wish I could have found that Centurion freaking thing. I could have played it. I could have watched and read it or listened to it and like, oh, you do this, you do that. But yeah, I'm still in the process of ordering wedding photos for my son's wedding this weekend. So, got to get all that done because it's only up there for like a month. And then you got to request a password, and then you can have the account to go on there and order, download pictures and all that. So, trying to get all that done. Okay, Associated Press posted about a week ago, and everybody knows how to spell AssociatedPress.com anyway. So, their big story is what's behind the weird flavors popping up on store shelves. Yeah, you notice that? And they're not only talking about ice cream and yogurt. There's a lot of foods coming out with all these weird flavors. Do I have any of the names? No, because I pass them. And I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. If I had to give a example, okay, say you're walking down the grocery aisle and you're in the where they sell deodorant, toothpaste, and all that. Yeah, you're walking down that aisle. You go look for your deodorant that you use, Lumi, Speed Stick, whatever you use, and you see a brand there called Skank. Yeah, that's the kind of brands and flavors and stuff that I'm talking about that they're doing. And they're not only doing it to personal hygiene stuff, they're also doing it to food. So, yeah, check out your ice cream next time. Check out those 1/4 or the 1 pints and see what new flavors are out there. You're like, what the hell? Yeah. If I don't get caught, I'll try to do a video on it, but I might just be able to take a picture or two, and that's about it. They get kind of picky here at this store here. But hey, I don't mind because they got the lowest prices around. So, but yeah, there's nothing new. Still talking about the shark attack, weather, saying decaf coffee is bad for you, which I agree. If it doesn't have caffeine, why are you drinking it? So, yeah, well, I got to catch up the screen. Now I got to check YouTube. This is the hard part when you got to do everything by yourself because sometimes YouTube is like 30 seconds behind. You catch it up and then it starts to stream all over again. You're constantly having to do that, and you got to catch a StreamYard because it gets behind. So yeah, but hey, 11 people up here. I appreciate y'all. And oh man, you're that close, huh? Well, I'm glad you're all right because I drew through one just to get to my son's wedding this weekend. So, and I was more worried about all them than I was me. But the good thing is my vehicle was rough and tough. I only had golf ball size hail at some points, and luckily none of it hit the windows and busted anything. No major dings on my vehicle, and they're reporting DVD size in the tornado too, and I'm like, oh, thank God none of those hit because I don't think my vehicle would have survived. I probably have a sunroof by now if I had a DVD size hail hit the top of my roof. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I gave him a rest on Sunday and didn't bother him, and then I called him yesterday, and well, I picked on the wife because we had a running joke before she got married. Because I said something to her, it's like, "What? I'm not your daughter yet." It's like, "You ain't married to him yet. You be one of those runaway brides." So, but now that she's married, it says, "Yeah, there's rules. You should ask your husband because when she enters the family, anytime Grandpa comes over to visit, which is me, um, the women have to listen to him in the family. Grandpa comes in, he says, 'Woman, I want a sandwich.' That's where you stand up and you freaking run to the kitchen and scream out what kind of sandwich. You don't stand there, give a hug, and ask and try to take an order from there. You run to the kitchen, start pulling out the bread. And, and I set her up good on that one because, I was on the phone when I called him, but my son got his phone because he knew what was happening. I texted him ahead of time, I'm going to call her and give her the speech. So I'm waiting to try to get a copy of that video because, yes, her jaw dropped while she was on the phone. And he was rolling. You could hear him laughing in the background. He said it was a good video. I got her good. So we don't really do that, but that's how me and my daughter now play with each other. She always says, "Oh yeah, when Grandpa comes over, if anything's broken, we blame him, and he's got to pay to get it fixed." I was like, "Okay, I'm never coming over then." She changed her mind on that rule real quick. But yeah, it's kind of hard visiting them sometimes, especially if it's going to be an all-day event or if I got to stay overnight. They have a cappuccino machine, and they finally got a cappuccino machine. I'd rather have coffee, but I'll do a cappuccino. But yeah, for the longest time, none of them drank coffee or anything like that. And I'd be over there, early in the morning trying to get stuff done and pour them in their house. And if I didn't bring my coffee, I was hurting all day long. Yeah. So, so I know Nash Landing goes on at 2. Tommy Gun is going on at 4 Central. And the other times I gave. Trying to look up. Now I got to open up another YouTube freaking page. YouTube's really jacked up right now. Come on. Sorry, I'm looking. I'm trying to hurry. Yeah, 2. No, that's on the 3rd. That's the 4th. Come on, Nash. You're supposed to put today's out, not the next 3 weeks. Okay, cash from me. Let me see. Gotta click the live button. And okay, yep. Tres Amigos tonight at 7:30. Should have known. Let me give them a thumbs up while I'm there. And it's probably going to be on MLZB's page because I'm not seeing anything to cash money to divert to MLZBs, and it's usually when it happens. I'll go to Cash's first, just to give them the thumbs up, and then it ends up being an MLZBs every once they get me. Okay, and just to let you know, ooh, that's beautiful, Harbor Spray. If you're looking, she just posted a small video of what she made last night. It's a wind chime. It looks awesome. So yeah. Just click on the link at the top. If you're not subscribed to Harvest Spray, you can see it. Wow, that's got skill. That's something I probably would hang on my porch. Going in the bedroom, not the back kitchen door one or the front yard. I'd have a difference there. Yeah, sorry, I'm just checking. Free healing. All right. Well, I'm going to stop this, get back over here because I'm not paying attention as much as I should in this show, and I apologize. Thanks, Shift. Happy nightmares. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to read that one. That's kind of like weird. Yeah, and the CME is definitely hitting because it's affecting a lot of things. Let me go to the power grid real quick and see who else are on the U.S. is without power. I'm pretty sure Tennessee, okay, Texas has 763, almost 764,000 people without power due to storms. Arkansas's got about 41,000. Missouri's got about 20,000. Kentucky's about 72,000. And West Virginia about 20,000. I'm not saying nothing about Tennessee. Oh no, Tennessee has about 3,000 left without power. So not too bad on this one. I mean, over the weekend there was quite a few, but those power line people are working their butts off to try to get you going. So thank the linesman. And if you haven't watched what something to talk about, my little shorts, today's only 3 of them. This is a unique one because I've never had this announced this way, so I went ahead and did it. And today is National Brisket Day. Yeah. I know it's Tuesday. I know it's supposed to be Taco Day. But you can have brisket tacos. They're good. Ooh. For those that don't like tacos or allergic to Mexican food because of the hotness of the jalapenos or the hot sauce, it's National Hamburger Day. Yeah. And I'll even up that ante there because there's also a National Beef Hamburger Day. Well, what's the difference? Yeah, one's real beef and one's bioengineered, I believe. So, yeah. See, if you like those fake burgers or can't afford the real beef, then you still can have your happy National Hamburger Day. Me, I gotta have cheese, tomatoes, sometimes lettuce, depends on the mood. Jalapenos, oh yeah, stuff like that. But none of that for me today. They need turkey burger places. Yeah, that's the thing I like about DoorDash. When I'm trying to find something, you can go there and look, and you can just type in turkey burgers, and I'll bring up the restaurants that have it. And half the time, that's what I do. I don't even order DoorDash to deliver. I usually go to the restaurant because it's just like, ooh, they serve that, and never been there, and I go check them out. So, but Oh, excuse me. I'm still trying to wake up and fight the wanting to take a nap. So I know Tommy Gunn's gone off to work. He may be lurking and listening still. I'm going to try to be there because when they talk about wrestling, I'm going to say Nia Jax is not a wrestler. She's just a well-rounded woman, and all her weight is in her butt because her finishing move is freaking smashing them. I mean, you can put J Lo and Kim Kardashian together, and I don't even think that would be the size of Nia Jackson's butt. And they got a couple other women wrestlers like that. Remember when the women at Glow came out? They were all round, and they try to get the pretty ones in there afterwards. Yeah, no, that's how they're going. WWE is gonna fail. I know they sold them and all that, and with the direction the Triple H and the Rock and the board members are taking it, it's not even entertainment anymore. I know a lot of people would disagree with me, but like I said, I only watch the highlights, and a lot of the male competitors that they brought in the WWE, I don't know why they did. All the good entertainers from wrestling, I think, just about out of there. Hell, the man. Actually, I'm trying to think of her name right now. She left WWE, is going to AEW. They probably offered her more money, and of course, they kept making her lose matches and stuff half the time. When she was the women's champion, so it's like, yeah, she just wants to leave. I mean, they went as far as they even took her husband's championship all the way he lost it, supposedly. So, yeah. The writers, they don't have any good writers. But did you know Freddie Prinze was a writer on WWE for a while? I was like, he's probably writing stuff, trying to be like Scooby Doo, detective agency and stuff on the wrestling thing, because nothing interesting happens there. It's all been done. Hey, Life with Bobby. Oh yeah, cheddar and jalapenos. Yeah, yeah. I mean, do you know some burger brands? When you go to the store and buy them, they already got the cheese and the jalapenos in the burger when they flash freeze them. So you're just buying them, and all you got to do is throw them on the grill. They're actually pretty good. I've tried those that way, but I still rather put the fresh cut jalapenos and the cheese on there and let it melt. And, yeah. Ooh, that's what I'll have. I'll have Philly cheesesteaks tonight. Still got a mess load of that stuff I can get out, and there's no really thawing out. You just slap the freaking meat on there, start cooking it, add the cheese, jalapenos, onions, and put it on a bun. Yum. Of course, I'll have to make fries or onion rings. I don't know which yet, but yeah. Today is Tuesday too, so depending on the movie theaters you got, yeah, it's $5 Tuesday. So yeah, if there's any good movies at the theater, you may want to go out, watch a movie if you can, unless of course you're working. I should do that, but with the storms and they don't know when it's coming in, I don't want to be anywhere. I'll just stay home. And let's see, they brought a lot of movies to Prime and Microsoft and all that were in the theaters or still are in the theaters, and it's a joke. So you go to Prime. Let's see. I want to watch The Fall Guy, the new movie with you know Emily Blunt and I can't even think of the other guy's name right now. But yeah, and they want you to rent it for $20 at home. Hell, I'll just wait till Tuesday and go to the movie theater and pay my $5 and watch the movie, and then sneak into another theater Well, I shouldn't say sneak in because some places you would be sneaking in. The theaters here are like, you're the only customer. Go ahead. We got to run the movies anyway. Go watch another one. We don't care. Yeah, because they know you're going to buy the popcorn, the candy, the drinks, so they're still going to make money somehow. But I always take a jacket in there with me anyway. I got my candies and my other stuff because it does get chilly. That's what I like about movie theaters. They do have nice air conditioning. Yeah. Oh, Lee Majors has a cameo in it. Oh, awesome. Hadn't seen him in a while. What? No, Mike wants to know what items do you guys rotate out in your bug out bag? Well, people in chat, type it up if you rotate anything. Only stuff I rotate is the stuff with expiration date. Definitely water. I don't like water sitting for too long, especially after I've boiled it and filtered it and all that. I'd rather use it then instead of trying to store it. I already got my purified stored water. So, but on bug out bags, um, I'm trying to think of non-perishable stuff because some medical supplies I definitely I check the dates on, but non-perishable meaning it's not food would probably be my socks. I go as far as I put two pairs of socks in there, and I also put underwear because it doesn't matter if it's a bug out bag or not. If one of those closet moths got in your bug out bag, it'll do its thing. If you have those kind of moths, I don't know how moths get in there, especially. You got to put the little cotton things in the closet to keep them away from certain stuff. So, but my clothes I usually rotate those out, but that's not every month or anything. I do that probably like every 3 months. And of course, if they're doing a major construction or something, I'll mark it on the map, and then because I use a grease pencil on my maps, and then if the road construction is done, then I will I'll clean up the map and not worry about it. A lot of people don't do that because they get the paper maps, and you can't really do that unless you want to buy another map afterwards and all that. I put that plastic coating on there so I can still write on the map and go from there on that one. Ginger Ninja was waiting for us to start, and she got lost wandering around the garden. Ah, Ginger Ninja joined the garden naked crew today, huh? You're just enjoying the sunshine and the nice cool air and the sun beating down on your skin, giving you a tan. Yeah, And sometimes it's good to be in nature too, even if it's your own backyard, because it's better than sitting inside between four walls. I'm pretty sure all of us have lived up to it already. And it's like, oh no, too many skeeters and bugs. Well, you don't plant all those types of plants around your perimeter and around your house that keep certain bugs and mosquitoes away and all that. Yeah. No. Oh, sorry. My coffee's cold. I need to get more. See, the medical wants the other food is freeze dried. A big bag of Slim Jim just to get pinpoints 2.A to point B. Yep. Oh, you got to do that. I do have an MRE in mine and a couple other things, but I usually don't mess with those because those last forever. help lighters doing. And actually, I don't have to really worry about too much. I buy the waterproof ones and I put them in containers and all that other stuff. So yeah, I went as far as I went and got handkerchiefs. I know a lot of people know what they are anymore because a lot of people don't use them. But yeah, and I put a package in my every bug out bag. 'Cause you never know. You might need it for a tourniquet. And I ain't buying 18 million freaking tourniquet kits because you know how expensive those things are. Yeah, I just tie it off with a big old kerchief. And when nobody gets injured, then I make it into a headband. So, excuse me. Oh, it's almost time to take my meds. Right when I want to take a nap, that's when I take my meds. Oh yeah, and of course got my paracord in there too, because you know. But I have a summertime bug out bag and I got a wintertime one. So the one I definitely like, we're not going to be in winter for quite a few months. I don't mind keeping that one in the closet, but I did pull out all the perishable stuff. So, okay, it's currently 80 degrees, feels like 95, and humidity's way up there. And I got everything cranked except for one. I mean, yesterday felt good when I finally woke up with my final nap yesterday. The thermostat was saying, I'm trying to remember. No, the interior thermostat was saying close to 100 because it was so hot with the heat index and everything on the outside. But even at that 100, after a while, it cooled off. And when I rechecked again, it was like 74 degrees in the house. And I was running the two little air conditioners. And that put the whole house down to 74. That's why I like Adobe houses. You position the stuff right, you leave it all closed up, you can take care of stuff. But I did run my air purifier because I don't like being trapped in there with all that freaking toxic stuff everywhere either. They're showing the downs going down. Downs at 38,900. So not too bad to worry about yet, but it is going down. Excuse me. Okay, where's my glasses? Ooh, Lady D likes to freaking tiptoe through people's yards and steal their vegetables and fruits. Uh huh. Uh huh. But the Ziplocs, yep. I got a whole package of them in my car. Yep, you're right, Junior Ninja. That does what makes it waterproof. It lasts for a long time that way too. That's the best part. One thing I want to get, and some of y'all probably seen it for a bug out bag. You're gonna have all this stuff on you. And you'll probably have your self protection stuff on you too, and all that. And this is all if you're having to walk. I mean, and so yeah, I want one of the modern day walking sticks that they've been advertising, but I ain't paying the price that they've been advertising. So, because stick has many uses, but some has a unique thing of having a compass on them, also having sharp objects that you can withdraw from the top for self protection. And it just has a sturdy stick. Yeah, you can beat a bear with it. Yeah, Lady D, if you're having a bug out and you're going through the woods and you run across a bear, do you think a bear is going to be intimidated by your switchblade? Hmm, okay, sorry, I was reading something. Yeah, and that's the thing I like about here in Texas. All blades are legal here. So, yeah, I can take a katana and put it in my hook it to my bug out bag, or I could use a sword. And of course, I'm gonna have my thigh holsters, my nine, and other protection items like that. And let me check email. I doubt YouTube has gotten off their butt yet. If they even freaking looked at the beginning of my morning stream, they're probably like, "Oh, we better contact the lawyers. Is this legal? Can he do that?" Yes, it was legal. I didn't accuse them. They have to admit to the mistake. An apology would be nice. Because when they panicked about that stuff, they were kicking people left and right. So they need to modify their poop. Stop, you know, just because they don't want to believe it and they think it's a conspiracy doesn't make it a conspiracy. The preppers were freaking saying it from the get go. No email from. No, that's what I thought. YouTube has not freaking done anything yet. Where's my glasses again? Top of my head this time. Oh yeah. Well, thanks to Jin the Ninja, I already have a taser that I have clipped on my shoulder holster. So they get that close, they're getting tagged. I'd be like, scream like a rooster. I practice it. Scream like a rooster. And then I freaking hit him with a taser. And all you're going to hear in the background, zzz, zzz, zzz. So, yeah. If you think you can take on a bear, you need to watch the Revenant movie when the bear tears into the character that Leonardo DiCaprio plays in the Revenant. So that bear does a job on him. And don't worry, the bear didn't really get harmed in anything in the making of the movie. Let's check weather now. We got a wind warning again. Oh, come on. South Korean military releases footage showing the view of North Korea rocket explosion. Yeah, you know that rocket they're trying to launch for the satellite to attack other satellites. Yeah, that rocket. Uh-oh. Okay, Lady D, because you're talking about baggies. And I'm going to go back and go to the website and look up this story. The cooldown.com is basically reporting that the analysis of sandwich baggie composition raises serious health concerns. No. Oh, there's the weather. Okay, finally. Oh, great. Yeah, on just the northern tip of this wind advisory. Most of this wind's coming from looks like water and stuff. Yeah, right now west wind or southeast winds from 40 to 50-mile-an-hour gusts. And I know, but we haven't had time to dry out, so the tree roots and all that are still pretty wet. The ground is still pretty wet, and yeah, that will cause the trees to topple. So sometimes it's just better to stay at home. I'm just trying to kill this last 8 minutes before midday. Sorry. Hey, Sandy. Good to see you. Good morning. I need to get my eye drops. Shoot, my eyes are killing me with all this pollen. That's the only bad thing with the pollen, too. So it still gets in the house. Now, a couple of good things I learned from the pandemic, though, when we're all on lockdown. Well, I was a scrapper, so I went out every day. And guess what? I never picked up the coof. Never took the shot. I never caught it. Nothing else. That's how I knew it was a scam. So, yeah, during the pandemic, the biggest thing I learned is how big of a space do I actually need to live in? You know, if worse comes to worse. You know, you see those new little tiny homes, as they call them, where one person lives, and you know, they minimize everything in their life to live in the smallest way possible, to not leave a carbon footprint. Well, you know, if I had to live in something small, I would, because I really don't need much space. There's not much what I want to do inside. I like doing a lot of stuff outside in the cool breeze when it's cool and all that instead. But if you look at it, say they started with that, a lot of people are like, well, you're leaving a carbon footprint and it's bad for the environment. It's climate change. No, it's not your fault what kind of house you get. Now, if you have a house built, yeah. But if you already have one that was, built there and all that, what you do at that point is not really going to help their so-called climate change theory, and I'll tell you why. If you minimize and you don't have as much furniture and you're not buying all this stuff that's knocking down the trees, guess what? Somebody else is buying it. So you would need a group of people in order to even put a small mark on what they keep freaking trying to scream and push for. And with China and India and Russia being quite a few big people that affect what they say they call climate change, but you don't see them going after China or India, you know. So how do you feel about it? Do you really think minimizing, you're really slowing down the carbon footprint when others are freaking buying more? You know, I don't think so. I really do not think. And of course, yeah, these electric EV car things, joke, just straight off the bat. In the early days, you could watch California just for the solar panels. And then you got these big old freaking junkyards. All they have is solar panels there. You know how much toxicity is in those solar panels? Yeah. And they're still investigating all that radiation that's in the ocean right next to the California beaches. When they started doing the radiation levels and, finding carcasses of dead sea lions and all the other stuff that swims underneath there. Reported about 10 years ago, there's barrels that they dump with radiation. And there's areas near the beach under there. You can't go in the water. It's so highly radioactive. Back then, they called me a conspiracy theorist then, too. But guess what? It all comes back around. Hakuna Matata. Now they're studying to see how can we clean it up. Hey, MLZB, there he is. Yep, you missed Tommy. He was here earlier. Here you're going to be possibly with him and LZB on his channel at 4 o'clock Central, 5 Eastern, and well, he said Pacific, so I don't know. I think it's 2 o'clock Pacific. But yeah, and of course you got. Oh, that's the one I wanted to ask. MLZB, the Tres Amigos tonight is on your channel 7:30, correct? It's not Cash Buddies. But if people want to go Cash Money, give them a thumbs up and slide over MLZBs. I believe that's the way it works. And of course, there'll be Kentucky will be there, hopefully. Okay, so correction, I won't be MLZB. Just put the smackdown on me. You put the iron claw on my freaking gut. It will be on Cash Money's channel. So head to MLZB's before 7:30 tonight and give him a thumbs up, and then hit the link and slide over to Cash Money's. You'll still see all three of them there just to have a wild time, and I guarantee you, even though he's going to report at Tommy Guns about Wounded Warrior, he'll probably talk about it again on their channel tonight too. And these guys are amazing. I love the video with Loaf Pedro and the other fellas. Thank you for being a friend. We get to see Loaf Pedro on that video that's on MLZB's channel. You go check that out. You see how sexy Loaf Pedro is. Yeah. Yeah, I knew about Social Hour on Fridays was on your channel. I just couldn't remember the other ones. I thought for some reason, like Tuesdays was yours and Thursdays was Cash Money's or vice versa. So that's where I was getting mixed up. You just run those on Cash Money. So. All right. And of course, we will see at Tommy Guns if you get to show up. And like I said, you just missed Tommy Guns. He had to go to work. But he will be there. All right, Mike B, you have a safe one. And we'll be waiting for your next food porn report. Which will be happening tomorrow. Today's leftovers, y'all. Well, I wish I had a bell, but I don't. And yeah, because it's high noon. I need the sound effects of the hangman noose of the body falling down the hole. It makes that particular sound with the weight and the sandbag and all that. Somebody gets hung. So I could signify that's the end of the high noon show because we've been on an hour shiftless today, but she will be at Nash Landings, I suppose, if she wakes up in time. But if she still sleeps through, then hopefully Nash will understand at that point. I don't know who Nash is having on at 2 o'clock, but maybe just him, or he may have a special guest. I don't know. Sometimes Nash is. But yeah, I want to appreciate everybody coming out. I hope you have a very blessed day. I mentioned all those channels for the streams today. If I missed you, like I said, I'm sorry. I'm just looking on what YouTube gives me at the time. Or maybe you haven't posted a mem yet, so that's why I don't know. And remember to tell your loved ones you love them, even if you're mad at them, because you know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. Especially with all this funky weather we've been having. Between the heat, the rain, the thunder, tornadoes, the earthquakes, and stuff like that. Uh-oh. Somebody popping in when I'm trying to get out. Yeah, look at that.